Hello everybody and welcome back to the iOS Arcade, and today we're playing newly released Stitch. This was the last game of last month, which was October, and it's a game designed around challenge but a little bit of mindfulness and has a embroidery theme to it, hence the name Stitch. Now today we are not just playing it on our own like we normally do on the channel. I've actually got a guest who was on my podcast previously who is an actual avid player of Stitch and really enjoys it, so I thought today it'd be good to just talk about the game and also show off some of the gameplay, because this is an Apple Arcade exclusive, so it's about getting in there and having a go. Now, normally on the channel I try and record on the best device possible, which normally is the Mac, and this game is available on Mac, but we actually found it's a bit easier to play on the iPad due to the touch controls being a lot better than the mouse, because the click of the mouse would definitely annoy everybody. So we're going to get in and have a look at Stitch. It's a game with a ton of levels, as you can see here. This is the main menu. You can see all the levels and they vary in size. So would you like to pick a level and we'll get in and we'll start it off?
Yeah, so I also know the colours mean they're different difficulties as well. And then you've got the extra small, so that's easy. Sure, that's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh no, what did I want to do?
You want to allow that. It's the first time we've played it on this device. So we're going for an extra small now.
The family car.
We played an extra large, and how long did that take you?
Not too long. Do you think not too long?
45 minutes?
Longer than that.
Yeah.
Because I do it in bits with breaks.
So, yeah. Well, let's explain the concept. So basically, you've got to marry up the numbers, and they can only be straights or squares. So as we're drawing straight lines, that's what I mean by straights. And then hopefully, here we go, we might see some squares in here. Looks like more straights.
Not yet, just straight.
Just straights at the moment.
Really easy to drag though. It's just so easy. It just occupies your brain.
And even though it looks simple here, there are squares that you may find that you come up to, or patterns, I think as they call them, where you can actually do it wrong. It's it's one of these games where it challenges you, but it's also quite nice.
It's a bit like there's this thing called summatizing numbers. And it basically means a 4 looks like that, so 4 that way, or that 4 looks like that, like a square, so you could see which way it could go. But obviously, if you did that, there's sort of nothing. Oh, actually, no, there's nothing to fill that gap if you did a 2 there. So you've got to go, actually, that 4's got to be a long one, and then 3 down there. Oh, here we go.
And there you go. That is the challenge of Stitch. And this is, would you say, one of the easier puzzles?
No, I still haven't got it. Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's definitely...
Oh, done it. There you go. Look at that. It was the other way.
So, and that's what I like about this game, because you can pick it up and you can be so confident, and then you get to the end and you've got like a loose square.
Gap. Yeah. Oh. Like that one, you can see does that. And sometimes you'll see where the shapes are meant to match up. So, obviously, that's the bottom of the car, whatever that bit's called of a car. It's that bit. And then you've got 4 in a square. 2, 2, 2, 2.
Now, this is the main concept of the game. There is another mode called Free Stitch, which isn't as fun, isn't as challenging, but it's all about just having the creativity to go back at the patterns and just create it in your own way. So as you can see from this one, we've got a red car. It's going to be red and yellow and oranges, but you can go back and choose the different parts of the stitches in the colour that you like. And I'll try and get some examples of one I did earlier of an aeroplane that I turned into blue, which was quite nice.
Blue.
And that's what threw me off on when I first started playing this, is the 9, because like you'd think straight away you can't make a square of 9, but you can 3 by 3.
3, 3. Yeah.
But I was struggling when I first got to it. So 6s and 8s seem to be the troublesome ones, because sometimes.
No, look, 6 like that, 3 like that. That's not right there. So that should be there and then across.
But you can use the colouring as a guide as well, like you said, with the patterns.
But then when you do the free stitch, it doesn't let you. You don't do this bit again with the numbers. You just select the colour and the space
in the pattern. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the free stitch though. I think
it's okay, but this is more fun to me.
Yeah. And then the fact that you can just you can leave this game for a couple of days and come back to it and you just carry on. It's not like you have to remember where you've done. It's like you just go through and do it as like a, it's like Sudoku meets a puzzle game, isn't it really?
And it's so fast, you get through them. And they've got little challenges. There was one on the front today. What is it, like Tolerance Day or something?
Yeah.
And they have different puzzles. What do you call them?
Daily challenges, weekly
Would you call them
challenges.
puzzles though?
Yeah,
Sort of-
yeah.
Yeah, like different puzzles.
It's to
different
keep the
things.
daily users or the people that play the game
Me.
often. Yeah, that one needs to go
That's not
landscape.
gonna work, is it? 'Cause
Go
that's
across,
window. Yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
And you can play this together. In the video and what's new in the month of October, I mentioned that you can play this on the Apple TV. And like what we're doing now, we're just talking and playing the game. I think we've just completed the puzzle. I know we got one more square. Yeah.
This side.
So you can play this with a friend, sort of. And there you go. That is the hoop done. We did that in 5 minutes, crikey. So if you just claim the badge, which just means you completed the puzzle, you'll then
Should we go
rank
to free
up a little
stitch?
bit. Yeah, if you go to the free stitch of the car,
So you click on the car again.
Yeah, you
and
have
then
to complete them, don't
Bottom.
you?
Yeah. Or you can
Mm.
replay. I don't know why you do that though.
Well, maybe you ran out of puzzles. So
Maybe.
now, obviously, it's good to know colours.
But
If you
look
know
at the
how
colour
the colour.
palettes. This is cool. So you drag it and you get like, what would you say that is? Different tones?
Yeah, the different tones of the colours.
That's nice.
Yeah, so if you wanted a green car, you just click on the colour you want and then tap it on there. So, and then you learn. You can. I guess this game would teach you about shading. For
Yeah.
someone, I know you
Oops.
can draw, but for someone I think you're going way too easy on the colours there.
Well, you finish
Yeah, like
this one
I
off
would
and
go,
Get
you know,
creative.
Let's go with that. There
Still
you go.
wanted it to look like a car though.
Oh, now I'm doing what you did. So, you know.
This bit I find trickier because you end up selecting bits you've already coloured in, like when you go for
You
the
can
other
zoom in
ones.
and out though.
It's hard. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, you zoom in and out.
Ooh. Like,
So-
and you have to remember which bit joins with which, because when it's not coloured in,
Yeah.
it's hard.
But if I just come out of this, because look, you can come out of this stitch. If I go to my aeroplane and I go to my free stitch, there's my plane. I think I did a
That's
pretty
really
good design.
nice.
Yeah. So and
yeah,
then
you did yours like a lot more carefully.
yeah, and the original color is like this here. So if you see it in the middle. So I went from
I can't
what
see
looked
it.
like it's EasyJet, and I did Ryanair. So
What's next?
what's next?
I can't even think of an aeroplane now. Never mind.
Wizz Air, maybe?
Jet2?
Yeah, Jet2, you name them. So we'll do one more extra small. We'll talk more about how the gameplay works on all the devices as well. There is a nice soothing soundtrack. I like to say that games have mindfulness built in, which just means that you don't have to do terrible thinking. It can take that's just worst description of mindfulness I've ever done. But you don't have to think too much. It's there to keep you calm, and I think that the music soundtrack to this game does it pretty well. It's very authentic, shall we say. You're doing this one quite quick. I feel like
I think
you're
I've gone wrong.
yeah.
No, wait. Because I'm thinking, no, that's not right.
Now, can we show a functionality just in case somebody might get stuck at these ones?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
we
so
can.
We can. So there is no limit on how much you can use this, but there is a hint button. So
How
if
good
you
is that,
are
though?
stuck,
Because you don't have to watch an advert, and that's my
oh
thing.
yeah.
You don't
So
have to watch an
what
advert.
she's hinting to there is the podcast that we recorded. You hate games with adverts in,
Oh, I do.
and now
They're dreadful.
this is why you're drawn to Stitch. So now we were going to show the
No, I was
the
like, I'll
hint.
do it on the next one because I just figured it out as I was looking. It's a smile.
Yeah.
You do one now.
All right. Okay. I'll have a go. So, but then
You're gonna
knowing
click the hint.
knowing the pattern. Oh, I didn't realise you wanted me to do that. I
I
thought
thought
you
that's
wanted me
what
to
you
do
did.
the.
Oh, dear, we'll do that. Well, this is too easy to have a hint for.
Yeah.
Done.
But we'd love to show you a full scale puzzle,
There you go,
but
look.
we'd be here forever. There you go.
Well.
There's the hint.
We wouldn't. I think we'd get through it pretty quickly.
You think?
Yeah.
But as a social game, I mean,
Cute.
I wanted to compare this to the Jigsaw game, which I
I think
know
you
you've
should just
played.
go like, bam.
Well, you could, but where's the fun in
Oh,
that?
but once you've done it, then you've got to do it.
One thing that I would like, if I could ever ask the developers, is like how much of an influence is embroidery to them? Because on their page, when they listed the game, they put in the comment or the description that National Embroidery Day is celebrated in, I think it was July, which I just find really interesting that they add that in there, like as a sort of like, it's a game about embroidery. I don't know how realistic this is.
Well, not
no.
particularly, because the spaces are filled with different patterns. Well,
Yes.
it's more like the same pattern in different directions.
But the question is, could you do this pattern if could you take a design from Stitch and then potentially stitch it if you knew how to stitch? Wow, lots of stitches in that sentence.
Potentially, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best way to like. You can't learn embroidery
no.
this way because.
But what did you
not
say
gonna be
earlier
like
about numbers? The number math.
summertime?
Yeah, there you go. So maybe it's a game about that.
It's a bit of maths basically because you know 4 could look like that or 4 could look like that.
Yeah.
Without having to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You don't have to count them because you just know
And
what a number looks like.
what the challenge of this game is, you find a lot of puzzle games will do. You can like, as long as it makes a 4, but this isn't. Not like that. You have to make it either a row or a square. You can't do like an L corner shape or anything. And
Like that, you've got the 2 different 4s there.
And who would you recommend this game to then?
Anyone?
Anyone who's up for a challenge? That's a 6.
See, summatising.
And have you felt that you got quicker as you played it more as well?
Yeah, because I like to just like bang them out, like 1, 2, and I'll do another one after. So I don't know. I like to be occupied though. It's awful. Isn't
Oh
it?
wow, we did that.
I just
quick.
need like lots of different things going on at the same time. If I'm watching telly, I'm also playing a game.
Well, a bit of Stitch here
Yeah.
and there. It is one of those games that like you it's sort of
Little
like
gap filler, isn't it?
yeah, and
Waiting for something.
and it's
play a bit of
a
this.
challenge. If we just show, so we've done extra small ones. Let's go to one of the large ones. We're definitely not going to finish it today. Here you go, extra large horse, and you can see that square there. And
But it focuses you on little bits at a time.
Yeah.
I love that because then you're not faced with the whole thing like, oh my god.
and you can always restart the challenges as well. That's a 5.
Oh, you sure awake?
Helps to. Oh, I thought you were going to do a 3 again then.
No.
Oh wow, you're actually pretty quick. I'm glad I
Thank
invited
you.
you to do this game. I mean, it's that these are the ones I like where you've got. I mean, the 8s there are a bit obvious on this one, but yeah, that's what I like about this game is. Oh, now that's not what I would have done.
How
I'd have
many
done no. I'd have done 8 like a chocolate bar.
Oh. No, there's like that.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
see?
think you're right. There you go.
So, and that's what I like about the game is it seems easy when you approach it, but then you're like, here we're
What have I done
stuck.
now?
Yeah, but I didn't see the 8s as I did. So yeah.
Well,
So that's where the hint comes in.
So the 3 must be good on the bottom.
Yeah.
The 4 needs to come down. Oh, I can't do that 4. Not enough.
But yeah, so that is Stitch. I mean, we could carry on talking about
That's
it,
wrong, isn't it?
but
I'm
it is a fun puzzle game. I love the colours it uses, the fact that you can play this on any device. I've played it on the Mac. I do find it's more of a satisfying game on the touchscreen ones. I just feel like the mouse clicks a bit clunky.
It's annoying.
However, I've not tried the controller. This is a sort of game I just don't think I'd gel with. But the fact that it has controller support is what allows it to go on the Apple TV, which I think is just awesome. 5 is also a weird number to do on here as well. You think you can make a square out of it.
That one.
So, but yeah, so that we're going to leave it there. You're going to keep going with this puzzle, I can see.
Probably am, yeah.
But thank you so much for watching. This has been Stitch, and I'm really glad that we got to play this and show it on the channel because I think it's one of those games that does need highlighting. It's very unique, and it also stands out as a puzzle game, and it's not just a simple Sudoku because it is very similar to Sudoku in a way. It's about matching numbers. Obviously less maths than Sudoku, but still interesting in its own way. So thank you very much for coming on, and we hope that you've enjoyed this video, and check out some of our other videos that we've done on games on the Apple Arcade because this platform is ever growing and has some excellent titles.